All right, here's kind of what I'm finding. All through here is about 2'7". um, yeah, so about 2'7". I went as far back to the house as I could, and even there, it's about 2'7". As it comes over here, it's going uphill, of course. Even like right over in this spot, about the same. Then it comes up, about 3 inches right here to this spot is 2'2", and it's all relatively level. It's a little bit harder to find like level ground to go off of. But considering like we're by the pool has a natural water level to it. The concrete around it has a pretty consistent slope all the way around. It's within half inch to maybe an inch of error, so we're good. Less than that if I'm going off of a certain distance from the pool. So about 2-3 feet off from the edge of the pool, 2'7". If I go all the way out over here, so again 2'7". I think it was a little 2'7", 2'2", so it's going uphill about 3 inches, and then it starts to go back down. Over here again was about 2 foot, 2'5" or so. And I was like, we need to go further because we have to make a fall. Out in this area, I got a photo that I'm going to draw on to show. It finally goes down to like 3 feet deep, which if we're going from there, 3 inches for 1/8 inch, or for 4-inch pipes, 1/8 inch per foot fall. So to go down from 2'7" to 3 foot, that is I can't think right now. 5 inches times 8 is basically 20 feet. We need 20 feet, or that's as far of a stretch that it can go before. No, why am I not thinking correctly? 40 feet. So yeah, 5 inches, 1/8 inch, so basically 8 feet of run per inch of fall. So 5 inches times 8. Why am I blanking? Yeah, 40 feet. Why was I thinking this? I don't know. But from here to that point is 45 feet, so we don't have the fall that we would need. So we can go even further at this point. But at this point, we're basically cutting all of this concrete, right? Like it's tile, but it's on concrete. So we'd have to cut all of that concrete all the way over. Or like we'd be removing trees, which these like terrible crepe myrtles to deal with, and they're kind of mature. Either cutting concrete or ripping all that out, trying to dig a trench right on the property line, then going all the way out to where it goes down out this way. Remember, there's a clean out here or something. I don't know. But basically, having to run it all the way out here to where it goes down to the main, you're looking at, like 40 feet of saw cutting, 50 feet of sewer line replacement. It'd be pretty intense. One thing that we may recommend is doing another lift station, kind of like we did over there. But this one would be like a sewer ejector pump that has a grinder. It's, you can put solid materials in there and everything. It'll grind it up and eject it and shoot it out. And the cool thing about that is, since there's nothing else tying onto the sewer, from here on, we could make sort of like another access hole, dig it all out, put in the station. Basically, we would have the sewer line for the house go into this big pump. Whenever it fills up to a certain point, it kicks on, and we'll tie it back onto the existing line. And even though it has this fall, it doesn't matter, because we're going to have it under pressure, and it'll literally force its way out into the city. And there'll be a check valve on it, so since it is coming back downhill, right? As it stops, it's going to stop where it's at. It's not going to, flow back into the tank and just kind of run on repeat there. So that's what I recommend, is installing a lift station. We would have to run it'd probably be a 20 amp service. We'd have to look. I don't know where the breaker panel is. I bet it's over here in the garage. Yeah, it's gonna be back here in the garage. So the opposite side of this is going to be the breaker panel, but we would basically have to run new service, new 12 gauge wire, I believe, from the garage. Let's see, 'cause this is the garage. I'll make sure I don't want to sneak in there because no one's here. I don't know. It's hard to tell. But basically the panel, we could probably run it just outside and run it right inside the soffit all the way around, paint to match, so it wouldn't be a big deal. And then put a drop right here to a dedicated outlet to a to a dedicated breaker as well. So I'll get measurements for that. I'll get everything typed up, and we'll go from there.